The version of you that no one believes in. Build it anyway. Hey everyone, welcome to Learn Something Everyday channel where we talk, learn, and discover new things every single week. If you're curious about everything and wanting to have a little bit of information about everything, well, you are in the right channel because here we've got something for everyone. So stick around until the end because I bet you don't want to miss every single detail of our topic for today. The version of you that no one believes in. Build it anyway. There's a version of you that nobody knows. A version of you that lives quietly in your mind. A version built from your late night dreams, your secret ambitions, and the stories you never tell anyone because you're afraid they'll laugh. This version of you is powerful. This version of you is bold. This version of you is capable of more than you've ever shown. But here's the painful truth. Most people around you will never believe in that version. Not because you're unworthy, not because your dreams are impossible, but because they only know the old you. They know the mistakes you made. They know the failures you went through. They know the fears you confessed. They know the insecure parts you used to hide poorly. People don't see who you're becoming. They only see who you've been. And that's exactly why this message matters. Because there is a version of you that only you can see right now. A version no one claps for yet. A version no one roots for yet. A version no one respects yet. But if you stay committed, if you stay consistent, if you stay disciplined, that future self will become undeniable. This video is for the dreamers, the late bloomers, the underestimated, the quiet ones who carry entire empires in their minds, the ones who grew up believing they couldn't be extraordinary. Today, we break that belief. Today, we build a version of you that no one believes in anyway. Section 1. Why no one believes in your future self? Let's start with the truth most people never say out loud. People won't believe in your future self because they're too attached to your past. Human beings are predictable. We assume tomorrow will look like yesterday. If you've always been shy, they assume you always will be. If you struggled financially, they assume you always will struggle. If you were inconsistent before, they assume you can't be disciplined now. But here's the beautiful part. Your past is not a prophecy. It's experience. Everyone who achieved something great was once doubted. Think of the person you admire most. A singer, athlete, creator, entrepreneur, thinker, inventor, anyone, I guarantee you. Their early supporters weren't supporters. They were skeptics. No one in our family ever did that. Be realistic. It's too late for you. You don't have the skills. You don't have the money. You're not built for this. Sound familiar? People project their limitations onto you. They judge your potential through the lens of their own fear. You're not doubted because you're weak. You're doubted because you make people uncomfortable. Your ambition reminds people of what they never tried. Your dreams remind people of the risks they avoided. Your growth reminds people that they stayed the same. And people don't like feeling small next to someone becoming big. So instead of encouraging you, they pull you back down. Not always maliciously, sometimes without even realizing it. But that is why you cannot build your future self based on approval. Your next level requires self-belief, not votes. Courage, not permission. A seed doesn't need applause to grow into a tree. You don't need applause to grow into your potential. Section 2. The hidden pain of being undervalued. Let's talk about the emotional layer no one acknowledges. It hurts to be underestimated. It hurts to have potential no one sees. It hurts to know what you can be while others only recognize who you were. That pain is real, but that pain is also a gift. Being underestimated gives you three advantages. First, you gain freedom to experiment. When no one expects anything from you, you're free to try everything. Second, you build in silence. And silence is powerful because it protects your growth from judgment. Third, you learn to rely on yourself. You become your own cheerleader, your own motivator, your own foundation. Yes, it's lonely, but loneliness builds leaders. Every strong person you admire today has walked through this emotional desert. The stage where no one believes in them yet. The stage where their dreams feel too big for their environment. The stage where people laugh before they clap. And you, right now, you might be in that exact chapter. But remember this. Being underestimated is not a setback. It's an advantage. Because no one sees you coming. Section 3. Why must build in silence? We live in a world where everyone posts everything. People post workouts before the transformation. People post hustling before the business. People post love before the relationship is stable. People post travel before they can afford it. Society celebrates exposure, not growth. But growth doesn't happen in the spotlight. It happens in the shadows. The version of you that no one believes in is designed to be built quietly. Here's why. First, silence removes judgment. When no one knows what you're doing, no one questions it. Second, silence increases focus. You don't waste energy explaining yourself. Third, silence protects your dream from negativity. Dreams are fragile when they're new. Not everyone deserves access to them. Fourth, silence builds strength. You're forced to rely on discipline, not validation. When you announce your goals too early, you give people the chance to destroy the energy that was supposed to build your future. Your dream is a seed. Seeds grow underground before they rise above the soil. Let the version of you grow in private, so it can thrive in public when the time is right. Section 4. How to build the version of you that no one believes in. We're going deep here. This is where change happens. I'm going to break it into 8 phases, each one crucial to becoming the version of you that people think you can't become. Phase 1. Rewrite your identity. Change begins with identity, not goals. Don't say, I want to be disciplined. Say, I am a disciplined person. Don't say, I want to be successful. Say, I am becoming a successful person. Your brain follows your identity. You become who you believe you are. The old you was a habit. The new you is a decision. Phase 2. Clean your surroundings. Some environments kill dreams. A toxic home. A draining job. Friends who mock your growth. People who think your ambition is too much. To become the version of you that no one believes in, you must leave the environment that keeps you small. Either physically, mentally, or emotionally. Distance is a skill. Use it. Phase 3. Develop one skill that changes your life. Not 20, not 10, not 5. One. One skill can open 100 doors. One skill can make you valuable. One skill can make people take you seriously. Ask yourself, What skill will make my future self undeniable? Learn it, master it, become elite at it. Phase 4, master consistency. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Small habits compound. 10 push-ups a day, a stronger body in 6 months. 10 pages a day, 20 books a year. 1 hour of practice, mastery in 5 years. Daily discipline, a future no one can ignore. Consistency creates change. Discipline maintains it. Phase 5. Design a future self you respect. Close your eyes. Imagine your highest self. How do they walk? How do they speak? How do they think? What do they tolerate? What do they pursue? What do they look like? How much do they earn? How do they treat people? That person is real. That person is waiting. That person is you, if you're willing to build them. Phase 6. Embrace discomfort. Every version of you has a price. The old you cost comfort. The new you cost effort. You can't have both. Growth requires pain. Waking up earlier, studying harder, cutting people off, starting from zero, getting rejected, failing publicly, being misunderstood. But understand this, pain is temporary. Growth is permanent. Phase 7. Let the results talk for you. Don't argue. Don't explain. Don't prove. Don't debate. Work in silence. Show them later. The world respects results, not intentions. Phase 8. Become unrecognizable. One day, people who laugh will look confused. People who doubted will look shocked. People who ignored you will want access. That day is coming. Stay consistent long enough until the version you're building becomes so real that no one can deny it anymore. Section 5. The redemption arc. People love comeback stories. The problem is, no one wants to live the part that feels like failure. Every great transformation has a middle chapter where everything seems to fall apart. You'll feel behind. You'll feel lost. You'll feel discouraged. You'll feel invisible. But this chapter is critical. This is where the old version of you dies, so the new one can emerge. The struggle is not a sign something is wrong. The struggle is a sign you're transitioning. You can't evolve without outgrowing something, outgrowing the mindset, outgrowing the habits, outgrowing the excuses, outgrowing the people. Your comeback becomes powerful because you earned it. Section 6. Why you must do it for yourself. Not for peers, not for family, not for social media, not for validation. Do it for the younger you, who believed in dreams before the world taught them to be realistic. Do it for the future you, who is silently depending on your choices right now. Do it for the unseen version of you, who knows you're capable of more. Section 7. Words of wisdom for the hard days. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Some days you'll feel useless. Both are part of the process. 3 reminders for your darkest days. First, even slow progress is progress. You're not behind. You are building. Second, you don't need to know the whole path, just the next step. Third, growth isn't loud. Transformation isn't flashy. Success isn't dramatic, it's quiet, it's consistent, it's built in the dark. Let me end with this. You don't owe anyone the old version of you. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to reinvent. You're allowed to evolve into someone they don't recognize. Because the version of you that no one believes in is the version that will change your life. Build it anyway. Build it without support. Build it without applause. Build it without permission. Build it without certainty. Because one day, when the results show, when the transformation is undeniable, when the success is visible, those same people who doubted you will say they always knew you had it in you. And you will smile. Not out of arrogance, but out of gratitude. Because them not believing in you was the very thing that forced you to believe in yourself. There will come a day when you look back on this chapter and realize it was never about proving anyone wrong. It was about proving to yourself that you were built for more than the limits placed on you by people who couldn't see your potential. One day your growth will be so loud that the world will have no choice but to listen. One day your success will be so real that even the ones who doubted you will come asking how you did it. But here's the truth. You didn't need them. You never did. Because greatness is not born from applause or recognition or approval. Greatness is born from the quiet decision to rise, even when no one is watching. So keep going, keep building, keep becoming. The version of you they laughed at will become the version they admire. The version they ignored will become the version they talk about. The version they doubted will become the version they never forget. And when that moment comes, don't thank the applause. Thank the silence. Because silence was the soil where your new self took root. Build the version of you that no one believes in. Because one day, that version will inspire millions. Alright, if you had fun listening to this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button as well as the bell button for you to get notified whenever I posted a new video. And also share the good vibes and don't forget to drop a comment. What are your thoughts about this topic? And what are your biggest takeaways from tuning into this channel? And lastly, what do you want to talk about next? Write it in the comment box below. Thank you and see you in our next video. Bye-bye.